Your mechanic just charged you $3,000 for a repair that could have been prevented with a $25 maintenance task you have never heard of. While you have been faithfully changing your oil and checking your tire pressure, there are 8 hidden maintenance jobs that most car owners completely ignore until something expensive breaks. These are not the obvious things like oil changes or brake pads. These are the sneaky maintenance tasks that mechanics know about but rarely mention during your regular service. The stuff that quietly wears out in the background while you focus on the basics. Do not skip number 7. Ignoring this one task could leave you stranded in the middle of nowhere with a completely dead engine. Welcome to Built-in Boost, where we break down the hype, cut through the marketing, and give you the real story behind the badge. Today, we are revealing the 8 hidden maintenance secrets that separate smart car owners from people who get blindsided by massive repair bills. Ready to save yourself thousands? Hit that like button and let's get started. Number 1. Clean your mass airflow sensor. Your mass airflow sensor measures how much air enters your engine so your car's computer can deliver the correct fuel mixture. When this sensor gets dirty from dust and oil residue that builds up over time, it sends incorrect readings to your engine control unit. A contaminated mass airflow sensor causes your engine to run with an improper air-fuel ratio. This leads to poor fuel economy, rough idle, hesitation during acceleration, and often triggers your check engine light. Your car essentially starts guessing how much fuel to inject instead of getting accurate data. A dirty mass airflow sensor will cost you an extra $500 to $800 per year in wasted gas. Your car might also fail emissions testing, which means you cannot renew your registration until you fix it. If you ignore it long enough, all that extra fuel can damage your catalytic converter, which costs almost $1,800 to replace. Cleaning this sensor takes about 10 minutes and costs $8 for a can of MAF sensor cleaner spray. Just remove the sensor, spray it down, let it dry, and put it back. That $8 investment saves you hundreds in gas and thousands in repairs. Number 2. Flush brake fluid. Every 2 years. Your brake fluid is what transfers the force from your brake pedal to your brake pads, creating the pressure needed to stop your car. Most drivers think brake fluid lasts forever, but it actually absorbs moisture from the air over time, which completely changes how it works. When brake fluid absorbs water, it becomes corrosive and starts eating away at your brake lines, calipers, and master cylinder from the inside. The water also lowers the boiling point of your brake fluid, which means it can turn to vapor under hard braking and cause complete brake failure when you need stopping power most. Old, contaminated brake fluid will destroy your entire braking system. Corroded brake lines cost $300 to $600 to replace. A damaged master cylinder runs $400 to $800. If your brake calipers get eaten up by acidic fluid, you are looking at $300 per wheel. Add it all up and you could be facing $2,000 to $3,000 in brake system repairs. A complete brake fluid flush costs about $100 to $150 at most shops and takes less than an hour. The fresh fluid protects all your brake components and ensures consistent stopping power. You can also buy brake fluid for $15 to $20 and do it yourself with a basic bleeder kit. Most manufacturers recommend flushing brake fluid every 2 years, but most people ignore this completely until something expensive breaks. Number 3. Rotate and balance your tires. Your tires do not wear evenly because your car puts different amounts of weight and stress on each wheel. Your front tires handle steering and usually braking, while your rear tires just follow along. This uneven wear means some tires get completely bald while others still have plenty of tread left. When you skip tire rotation, your tires develop irregular wear patterns that create vibration, noise, and poor traction. Unbalanced tires cause your steering wheel to shake and put extra stress on your suspension components. Your car starts pulling to one side, and you end up replacing tires 2 at a time, instead of getting full life out of all 4. Ignoring tire rotation and balancing will cost you big. A new set of tires runs $600 to $1,200 depending on your vehicle, but you might have to replace them twice as often if you never rotate them. Unbalanced tires also destroy your wheel bearings, tie rods and struts faster, adding $500 to $1,500 in premature suspension repairs. Most tire shops charge $50 to $80 for rotation and balancing, and it takes about 30 minutes. You can rotate tires yourself with a basic jack and lug wrench, though balancing requires professional equipment. Either way, this simple maintenance doubles your tire life and keeps your suspension components happy. Getting your tires rotated every 5,000 to 7,500 miles turns a $1,200 tire replacement into years of extra driving. Number 4. Replace your fuel filter. Your fuel filter sits between your gas tank and your engine, catching dirt, rust, and debris before it can reach your fuel injectors. Over time, this filter gets clogged with all the junk it has been trapping, which restricts fuel flow and makes your engine work harder to get the gas it needs. A clogged fuel filter causes poor acceleration, engine hesitation, and rough idling because your engine is not getting enough clean fuel. Your fuel pump has to work overtime to push gas through the blocked filter, which makes it run hotter and wear out faster. Eventually, your engine might stall completely or refuse to start when the filter gets too clogged. When your fuel filter finally blocks completely, you are looking at expensive repairs. Your overworked fuel pump will burn out, costing $400 to $800 to replace. Dirty fuel that makes it past a failing filter can clog your fuel injectors, requiring professional cleaning at around $200 or complete replacement at $300 to $600 per injector. Some cars have 6 or 8 injectors, making this repair $1,800 to $4,800. Most fuel filters cost $35 and take about 30 minutes to replace. Some are located under your car near the gas tank, while others sit under the hood. Either way, this cheap part prevents thousands in fuel system damage. Replacing your fuel filter every 30,000 miles keeps clean gas flowing and expensive parts working properly. Number 5. Change transmission fluid. Your transmission fluid lubricates all the moving parts inside your transmission and provides the hydraulic pressure needed to shift gears smoothly. This fluid breaks down over time from heat and friction, turning into thick sludge that cannot do its job properly. Old transmission fluid causes hard shifting, slipping gears, and delayed engagement when you put your car in drive or reverse. The contaminated fluid clogs internal passages and damages delicate valve bodies that control gear changes. Your transmission starts overheating because the old fluid cannot transfer heat effectively anymore. When transmission fluid goes bad, you are facing catastrophic failure. Internal components seize up from lack of lubrication. Clutches burn out from excessive heat, and valve bodies get destroyed by contaminated fluid. A transmission rebuild costs $2,500 to $4,000, while a complete replacement runs $3,000 to $6,000. Some luxury vehicles can hit $8,000 or more. A transmission fluid change costs $150 to $300 depending on your vehicle and whether it needs a simple drain and fill or a complete flush. You can buy the fluid yourself for like $50 and do a basic change, though some transmissions require special procedures. Most manufacturers recommend changing transmission fluid every 60,000 to 100,000 miles, but many people never do it until their transmission starts slipping. Number 6. Service your coolant system. Your coolant system keeps your engine from overheating by circulating antifreeze through your engine block and radiator. Over time, this coolant becomes acidic and loses its ability to prevent corrosion, which means it starts eating away at your engine internals instead of protecting them. Old coolant causes your water pump to fail, radiator to clog with debris, and head gaskets to deteriorate from corrosion. Your engine starts running hotter than normal, which warps metal components and creates expensive damage. You might notice your heater stops working properly or find puddles of coolant under your car. When your cooling system fails, the repair bills get brutal fast. A blown head gasket costs $1,500 to $3,000 to fix. Water pump replacement runs $500. If your engine overheats severely, you could need a complete engine rebuild costing $4,000 to $8,000 or more. A coolant flush and fill costs $100 at most shops and takes about an hour. Fresh coolant contains corrosion inhibitors that protect your entire cooling system for years. You can buy coolant for $15 to $25 per gallon and do it yourself, though you need to dispose of the old coolant properly. Most manufacturers recommend coolant service every 60,000 to 100,000 miles, but this gets overlooked until something expensive starts leaking. Number 7. Check timing belt or chain. Your timing belt or chain keeps your engine's valves and pistons moving in perfect sync. When your piston comes up, the valves need to be closed. When your piston goes down, the intake valve opens to let air and fuel in. This timing has to be absolutely perfect, or your engine destroys itself. Most people never think about their timing belt until it breaks, which is exactly when disaster strikes. When a timing belt snaps while you are driving, your pistons can crash into your valves at high speed, bending valves, cracking pistons, and destroying your cylinder head. This is called interference engine damage, and it turns a $400 timing belt job into a $4,000 engine rebuild. Some engines have timing chains instead of belts, but chains stretch over time and can jump timing or break completely. The damage is just as disastrous whether you have a belt or chain system. A timing belt replacement costs $400 to $800 for most vehicles, including the water pump that should be replaced at the same time. Timing chains are more expensive to replace at $800 to $1,500 because they require more disassembly. Most timing belts need replacement every 60,000 to 100,000 miles, while chains can last 150,000 miles or more. Check your owner's manual and do not ignore this deadline. Your engine's life depends on it. Number 8, keep battery terminals clean. Your battery terminals are where all your car's electrical power flows, and when they get corroded with that white, crusty buildup, your entire electrical system starts acting up. This corrosion blocks the connection between your battery and your car, causing weak starts, dim lights, and electrical components that work intermittently. Corroded battery terminals make your alternator work overtime trying to charge a battery that cannot accept power properly. Your starter struggles to get enough juice to turn your engine over. Modern cars with lots of computer modules start throwing error codes when they do not get consistent power, leading to expensive diagnostic fees at repair shops. When battery terminals get bad enough, you end up stranded with a car that will not start, even though your battery is fine. You might replace a perfectly good battery thinking it is dead, wasting $150 to $300. Worst case, corroded terminals can cause your alternator to burn out from overwork, costing $400 to $800 to replace. Cleaning battery terminals takes 5 minutes and costs $5 for a bottle of terminal cleaner or baking soda. Remove the cables, scrub off the corrosion with a wire brush, rinse with water, and coat the terminals with petroleum jelly to prevent future buildup. This simple maintenance prevents electrical problems that can cost hundreds to diagnose later. There you have it, 8 hidden maintenance tasks that separate smart car owners from people who get hit with massive repair bills. These simple jobs cost a few $100s total, but can save you thousands in major repairs. Your car does not break down overnight. It gives you plenty of warning through small maintenance needs that most people ignore. The difference between a $50 fix and a $5,000 disaster is just paying attention to these hidden tasks. Remember, every dollar you spend on maintenance saves you $10 in repairs. It is the best investment you can make in your vehicle. If this video just saved you from expensive repairs, hit that like button and subscribe for more car tips every week. We are here to keep your car running and your wallet happy. Drop a comment about which maintenance task you have been ignoring. We will help you tackle it before it gets expensive. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one.